Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is G318 Ramza binti Rizza Ramza. My oral presentation is the impact of Gadget on children's development. Technology is evolving at a fast pace to keep up with the times. So a gadget is one type of the technology that is essential to human life. Am I right? So the smartphone has a number of characteristics that people may use in a variety of ways. And one of the most important elements of the smartphone is the internet itself. So with the development of the internet, the world has grown more dynamic and fast-paced. So the growth of the internet has had a significant impact on many aspects of human life. So at this time, the device can't just be used by adults, but also younger children. So almost every little child we meet in public location now is clutching the device. Similar to a blade, the device is said to be the both negative and positive influence on children's development. So in this video, I'm going to explain about the negative impact, the positive impact, and some tips for parents to protect their children from adverse impact of gadget. Is the gadget can inhibit the language and social development. If a child is already hooked to a device and is badly influenced by it, it may hinder their linguistic and social development. When children view a video on YouTube or other site, they become merely one-way communicators, which has a negative influence on early childhood development. We may observe a lot of animated films that simply show the image without any language in the tail, which make the communication in children result in one direction. The outcome is it lowers the quality of children two-way communication, so that children experience difficulties when communicating with others, or in other words, the child will experience speech delay, whereas the development of children's language skill is an ability that is very important in communication, especially for those who have entered into the preschool education environment. So for the next negative impact is violence. Most parents have observed that their children are becoming more violent as a result of spending too much time on their iPads, playing games. So tantrum, as we all know, are the most typical form of a toddler's aggression. So children who are hooked up to the computer games for a long time or for a period of time are prone to confront and disobey their elders when they grow up. So rather than relying on gadgets to calm your children or your little kid, so we start with coloring books or playing balls, playing toys, because as an adult, we should take responsibility of our child today and learn more about their behavioral changes. So next is damaged eyesight. Long periods of time spent in front of a computer screen can cause eye strain. According to the expert, healthy eyesight is mostly dependent on gazing at objects at the right distance. So children who are hooked to playing computer games are more likely to suffer eye issues as they grow older, according to research. So blue light, which has a high energy and a short wavelength, scatters more quickly than any other visible light and is difficult to concentrate. Unfocused visual noise lowers contrast and causes eye strain. So high quantities of blue lights are emitted by digital gadgets. So excessive exposure to blue light from digital gadgets can impair child's growing vision as well as offer a number of long-term health issues. So for the positive impact of gadget to the children development is children will have a better motor skill. So how does it so? So motor skills are the abilities to move tiny muscles such as lip, fingers, wrist, tongue and toes. So toddlers' fingers and hands receive a workout when they play games on tablets or other electronics gadget. So this is such a beneficial activity for young children because in comparison to playing outside, they have no chance of damage or threat when they use current keyboards or keypads or other portable gadgets. So as a result, kids have greater understanding of how to utilize their hands and fingers and have grown quite proficient at it in a short period of time. So for the next positive impact of gadget is improved cognitive skills among children. So the capacity to comprehend information, reason, recall and relate items to other objects are all examples of cognitive talents. So these abilities are linked to memory and language. So today's technology aids in the faster and more effective development of cognitive functions in children. So everything may now be done on electronic devices. Even the activities they used to enjoy before, such as puzzles, scribbling in the sketchbook, interactive applications and video games, and other types of challenges and educational programs are all accessible in a variety of devices. So such item will always be helpful for cognitive abilities among children. So because kids are more interested in gadgets rather than books, so the current device will aid in the development of their learning skills. So for the last positive impact is educating young ones. So technology has been shown to be quite beneficial in the classroom. So children may browse instructional websites and obtain true knowledge on any topic they like. So technology improves things since it provides access to a large amount of information and may be highly valuable in study and greater understanding. So visual presentation, educational films, interactive programs, learning tutorials, and wide range of publications are all available 24/7 on the internet. So this is the new generations of educations. So on their own, children can discover cutting-edge tools and procedures and many more through internet. So some tips for the parents to protect their children from the negative impact of gadget. So firstly is lead a good example, because children will always follow what their parents do but not what their parents says. Next is to be strict with rules. Apart from that, we can set a daily limit on screen time and also involve the children with other activities. And last but not least, the most crucial part is to spend more time with your children and avoid using gadget as the crutches. Every coin has its two sides. So as a teachers or parents, we must be smart about how we address the use of gadgets on children. So how we can use gadgets in a more positive way while minimizing the negative impact of the gadgets in order to achieve optimal development in children. So everything is excellent if we utilize it positively, but it is harmful if you use it negatively. So encouraging a youngsters to utilize it for educational or study purposes can have a significant impact on their lives.